Greetings, friends. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Jerry, and you have reached my channel, Carnivore Jerry, in the middle of the forest. What you are about to witness is me filming after the fact of what happened during the course of the day. What you're going to see first is me preparing my egg coffee that I've been enjoying all week, and then all heck broke loose in our house. So stay tuned. We had a wild ride today. Well, I certainly was not expecting to be filming this video here at the Mayo Clinic in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, in the emergency room. Nevertheless, it is what it is. Jack just met with 2 surgeons moments ago, and he must have emergency gallbladder surgery. So that was the problem that was causing him this excruciating pain and causing him to essentially vomit up bile. From 6 o'clock this morning, I just demanded that we leave the house at 10 a.m. and we got here at Mayo at 11 o'clock in the emergency room. Right now, he's off getting his gallbladder ultrasound done, and they're going to determine the extent of whatever issue. Is it gallstones? Is it sludge? Whatever the case may be, the gallbladder must come out. So that's the latest right now from the ER. To be continued. Well, this is the extent of the dinner menu. It looks as though they have things that I cannot have. Barbecued smoked turkey, no, can't have that. Got corn in there, I can't have that. Signature burger. That means a pun. Oh boy. Oh boy. None of the above here. And back to these convenience foods things. No, none of the above. Can't do it. Don't want it. No. I didn't think that the Coke bottles, naming them, were a thing again. Hey, look, Emily. They have your name here. Oh, thank you. Okay, I spotted something that I think I'm going to eat. That's the only thing that they really have here. Cheese curds. Oh well, that'll be my dinner. There we go, Ellsworth cheddar cheese, $2.25 for the bag. $2.37. That's what's for dinner. Now, according to the screen, Jack is 6925. He is in the procedure right now. They did say it was going to be a 70-minute procedure. Well, it's been exactly 1 hour and He is 6925 in procedure.
Come in here.
Okay, great. Okay.
No, we did fantastic. Gallbladder was very fully distended and inflamed and covered in scar tissue from previous attacks. So, whether or not that's the cause of his not wanting to eat over the last few months or not, I can't tell you for sure. It might be. It might just be that his gallbladder has been angry for a long time.
What could have possibly caused all that?
Gallstones. So making stones in the gallbladder, which are made from cholesterol, usually in America, from being overweight, eating too much, having high cholesterol, and then they cause a blockage. And because the gallbladder is just a vessel to hold bile, and when we eat fatty foods, it contracts to give us bile to help us digest the fat. And if the gallstone rolls to the exit and blocks it off, it cramps against an obstruction and gets pain. And then it causes inflammation, which makes scar tissue. And over doing that makes a thicker wall, which is what he had, makes the fat around it get stuck and scarred to it, which he had. The liver was stuck to it from other places as well. Like the inflammation had been to the liver and was all just scarred it together. We did a really good job doing the surgery. Everything went really, really well. Just made extra sure that we weren't going to have any bleeding afterwards because he needs to go back on his Plavix. Right?
Okay,
so,
right.
Not today. We'll give him a day or two before he goes back on his Plavix. For most people, he'd be ready to go home today. But we'll probably keep him till tomorrow. We'll see how he's doing. I can write for him to go home today. If he doesn't want to go home today, I can keep him in observation overnight.
Better safe than sorry.
No, I know. I just don't have as far as what he's done really, really well. The surgery was not difficult. It was
as you said, when you went in, you didn't want to nick or anything.
And we didn't anything. Everything went great.
Okay, good.
He'll just be sore. He'll probably have a bruise at the belly button one.
How big is his incision?
The biggest incision's that big.
Oh, so much different than back in the day.
Three that big, one that big.
So everything he eats now is going, as they say, proverbial. Don't trust a fart, like they say.
Well, so it depends. So most people, it's they do fine. Most people, the people who don't do fine when they eat a high-fat meal, it's not subtle. It gets cramping, abdominal pain, like you have, like Montezuma's Revenge, and then it comes. And if you don't go to the toilet fast enough, it comes anyway. And you got to run, and it explodes and it floats because it's all fat. And fat at body temperature is an oil, and oil is a lubricant, and it will make your insides a slip and slide. So you got to, if that happens to him, just know he's got to eat lower fat. That's all. If it doesn't happen, then fine.
Should he be having? Because normally he has whole milk.
But he can have whatever he wants.
Still,
just try it all.
Okay,
it's all fine. Everything. There are no limitations to the food, other than what he should have for his general health. Right.
So, I can speak as a carnivore, so I have my own opinion. Like I said,
no. I'm fine with meat and eating. It's fine. Like what a healthy diet entails is a lot of fruits and vegetables more than grains. What we were taught growing up is not actually a healthy diet. It's a healthy diet for the American Midwest to survive. It is not a health like the farmers to survive, not for our health.
Yes.
Our health is not supposed to be all meat. It's supposed to be mostly fruits and vegetables with meat in there, because that's what we are. We are hunter-gatherers. We gather and we hunt and we do all of that. So our bodies are built for eating pretty much anything, but a lot of processed carbs are not what our body's built for. So they're delicious, don't get me wrong, they taste really, really good, but fruits and vegetables are still good. He can eat, and there are no restrictions on what he eats other than what is a generalized healthy diet.
I want to say Jack's mentality is, if, for example, he would eat, let's just say eggs. He would eat eggs, he'd be like, uh-oh, and he'd have diarrhea. I'm staying away from eggs. He would have that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop everything.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big advocate of reading labels anyway. If the label has more than 5 ingredients, I say don't eat it.
Yeah, well, so depends. But yeah, it's depends on how specific they get with things. But in general, any generalized healthy diet is good, right? He should continue to try and lose weight. He shouldn't, if his appetite comes back 100%, make sure he's eating, a good mix of things with fruits and vegetables as well as everything else, and not just overeating.
Sometimes he would experience bouts of not incontinence. He'd have to go to the bathroom like right now. Could that have been the start of this gallbladder? How come?
No.
How come it wasn't caught earlier?
Well, because the gallbladder is usually pain after you eat fatty foods, like pizza. Okay. And guys usually will write it off as indigestion. Just really bad. Since it's not sitting well, I don't like it. It never really has the classic right upper quadrant pain for guys, especially heavy guys, because there's a lot of fat usually in between the gallbladder and the abdominal wall. And so it doesn't get, the visceral fat doesn't allow the gallbladder inflammation to hit the muscles. And so if you don't have the inflammation hitting the muscles, your body won't be able to localize where the pain is. It just feels like upper belly discomfort, just like dyspepsia, or, a lot of guys will write off as heartburn, indigestion, and just let it go, especially heavier guys. Women, different. Women's bodies put the fat outside, so there's less fat between the gallbladder and the abdominal wall. Their pain tends to go straight right upper quadrant after eating. And guys are trying to be tough.
There you go. As you see it, Jack is now in the recovery room. And I am back out in the lobby. Camera around. Obviously, you heard the discussion I had with the doctor, and I have to sit here and wait. I'm not sure if he's going to go up to a room. Apparently, every room in the Mayo Clinic here in Eau Claire is jammed. They're all full of patients. So he may end up in one of these surgical suites, recovery suites, until tomorrow when I pick him up. Nevertheless, the doctor told me either a nurse or a surgical tech is going to come out and get me when I can go back and see him. So, thank you. Thank you, God. Whoa, what a day. I just got home and I realized that I did not show Jack after surgery. I finally got in to see him in the recovery room at 5 minutes to 8. Visiting hours are until 8 p.m. But that's not the concern. They said I could stay as long as possible. The concern is Ladybug. I had to be home because we left the house this morning at 10 a.m. And I just got home right now myself. It is 5 minutes after 10, and she had to be taken care of. She had to go potty. She had to eat. Jack is fine. The reason that until I last saw him at 3:45 until 5 minutes to 8 was they were having a problem with his heart, normalizing the heart. They had to put him on medication and get his blood pressure straightened out and what have you. But just a sidebar for those of you that don't know my husband, he is very stubborn. One time he waited 6 days after having a heart attack before I forcibly said to him, you need to go to St. Luke's in Milwaukee. You need to go. He had a blown out appendix that he drove from Minneapolis to Milwaukee and waited a day. Stuff in his eyes because he didn't wear proper eye protection. Jack has had 9 times 9 lives. But today, he was smarter. He realized that he needed to go to the hospital stat, ASAP. Now, the Bloomer Mayo location is closest to our house. However, we always go to Eau Claire because typically, in the fashion that we're used to, Jack, if he had a heart attack, and this has happened before twice, he's gotten into Bloomer, and they had to take him via Flight for Life to the Eau Claire location. So the weather was good today, and I drove, and it was just easier to go to Eau Claire. And they even said that if I went to the Bloomer location, more than likely, due to his condition, they would have had an ambulance there to take him into the Eau Claire location. So one less step. So he is going to be staying the night over. I'm exhausted. Ladybug's been fed, been pottied, and I'm closing out this video. I'm going to throw it up into the YouTube universe. I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, but the only thing I know for certain is God is good, and He is always with us. And for that, I'm thankful. And I'm thankful for you, the loyal viewers that stick around and watch my videos and hang in there with us. It's all good. Tomorrow's a new day. Until then, cheers, everyone.